horror movies like this. So let's go to Friday 13th Part 3. Now, this was the first movie that was in 3D when the big 3D craze of the 80s happened.
Yes.
So you know some BS was going to happen.
I can already, go ahead. Ugh. As if the others were not graphic enough.
Yeah, now you got it coming to your face if you got some 3D glasses on. So actually, in the Blu-ray, you can actually set it to 3D. If you have 3D glasses at your home, you can watch it that way too.
Have you done that yet?
No, I haven't done it yet. I said I'm gonna steal some 3D glasses next time I go to the movies and see if it works. But I think you have to have a 3D capable TV to do it. I don't know how
That's interesting.
So the beginning of Friday 13th Part 3D is that they do a recap of Paul and Jenny and the happenings of the last one. Oh, and let me tell you, Part 2 through 4 is happens in a matter of days. So really it's Saturday the 14th, Sunday the 15th, Monday the 16th.
Really?
They happen in consecutive days, and you'll pick that up as I go along. So they recap the events of the last movie with Jenny and Paul, tussling with Jason, and Jenny sticking the machete in Jason's shoulder and getting away.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of Jason busting through the window to grab Jenny, they just show Jason taking the machete out of his shoulder and just kind of scampering away.
He's not dead. Go ahead.
To another group of cannon fodder, if you will. But the only people you need to know is Shelly. He's the prankster of the group.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, he's a young Jewish guy that no one likes because he's overweight and he has low self-esteem about himself. So he feels like he always got to pull pranks on people in order to get people to like him.
Right.
Why do you always have to be such an asshole? I beg your pardon. I'm not an asshole. I'm an actor. Same thing. Just relax. Be yourself.
You be yourself? If you look like this.
So you got a stoner couple that all they want to do is smoke weed and get high, and the higher the better for them.
Do this weekend?
Smoke dope? Why not, man? Is there a law against it?
There are better things to do with your life.
Like what? I can't think of anything.
Mm-hmm.
You also have a couple that's expecting.
Oh, no.
That's what happens when you're pregnant.
Oh, no. I already see where this is going. Go ahead.
And you have Chris, who was in love with a
stripper.
Oh, yeah. She's in love with a guy named Rick.
Hello, Rick. How are you?
Well, that's a start.
So Rick was an old boy from hers. So they're going to we're going to Chris's home, family home. It's a little ranch outside of Crystal Lake.
Mm-hmm.
And they're traveling out there just to get away. Chris was actually attacked a few years before by someone that they never caught the guy, but she just felt like going back with her friends would be, kind of therapeutic for her, right?
Right.
So while they're traveling, they see like police on the side of the road. Jason actually went to a little family mom and pop grocery store and killed the couple that lived there.
Damn.
Yeah, so that was pretty gruesome. I won't get into that. So as they're driving by, they see all these
cop
cars.
It?
They showed it kind of. They showed one guy get a cleaver to the chest.
Oh, okay. Never mind. You have to warn me.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to warn you because they just kind of hit you with the I gotcha.
So you're gonna do it to me,
right?
That's how it feels when you say it. Like it does. You're like, yeah, they were at the grocery store. They got a cleaver in their eyeball. Like, God damn! Warn the sister first. Got me all sweating over here. Hold on.
I'm sorry. So So she's with her friends, and
Oh.
since Crazy Ralph was killed in the last movie, they run across some guy just sitting on the side of the road, like laying across the road. And they all stop and like, hey man, what's going on? Some hippie looking dude, right? And he was like, oh, thank you for helping me out. I don't know how long I've been knocked out. And then he's like, I found this today. And one of the guys like, what is that? And the other guy was like, that's an eyeball. Let's get the hell out of here. This guy's crazy.
Me to have this. Yes, he wanted me to warn you. Look upon this omen and go back from whence ye came.
And he's trying to tell him.
This just took me out. Are you kidding me?
And he's like, and I found this with other parts of the body, and the Lord told me to tell you to go back from whence you came because something bad is coming this way. I have warned thee. And he shows it into the 3D camera, I have warned thee. That's your Crazy Ralph moment for this movie.
That's what I was going to ask you. That sounds like Crazy Ralph.
Right. But Crazy Ralph wasn't carrying body parts around. He was just telling you, hey, the Lord told me this. This guy's carrying body parts around saying, I found this with other parts of the body. You should turn back.
So they're just amping it up. Oh, my God. Okay.
Of course, you got to go bigger with the next one, So Shelly, he pulls a prank on one of the girls or whatever, right? So they're all pissed off at him.
Chris, leave him alone. He doesn't know any better.
It was a joke. It was just a joke. I didn't mean to.
One of the girls, she want to go into town to get, some groceries or whatever. So Rick, Chris's love interest, he lets her borrow his car so she can go into town. Shelly's like, oh, let me come with you. I need to get out of here too. People hate me. So
With you? I gotta get out of here too.
they go into town. They get run up by a biker gang. Two black guy, a white guy, and a black chick.
Oh, jeez.
Make a wish.
So they kind of bully him around, mess with him or whatever. So they go outside. The black guy, the big black guy, he's about to drink a beer, and he sees them, and they accidentally run over their bikes with their car.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! It's bright. Let's get out of here.
So he smashes out their windshield, but Shelly gets him back. He drives over their motorcycles and drives away. Like, yeah, we got these guys. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the bikers follow them to the ranch that they're staying at and siphon their gas, and they're going to pour gas in the barn.
Mm-hmm.
As a get back. Hey, yeah, we got to even the score. So they siphon their gas from their van, go into the barn, and they're looking to burn the place up. Well, the black biker chick, Fox, she goes in. She's like, oh my God, I've never seen stuff like this before. And then next thing you know, she's hanging up in the rafters, dead. I won't tell you.
I could handle that kill because she's a sister. I knew it was coming, so I was expecting it. I just didn't know how it was going to look, but I knew that was going to happen.
So the white guy comes in looking for her. He's like, where you at? Where you at? And he sees her, and then he gets it. He gets stabbed. And so the black guy, he's coming with the 2 bags of gasoline. He's like, man, what y'all doing? Stop playing. So he goes in. He sees his buddy dead. He's like, what the? And then he sees a figure because Jason's in there hiding, trying to heal from the last movie. So him and Jason get to tussling. And next thing you know, the black dot guy, he started just beating him with the club. So he's done for.
Real.
Yes,
Yeah, we knew that was gonna happen.
you know, I hate for it to happen, but it happens.
Let the pour one out for the brother.
Yeah.
Pour one out right here. That's for our brothers and sisters. Right.
Don't pour it out yet. Hold on. Don't pour it out yet. Don't pour it out yet.
Oh.
Just hold on to the.
Okay, I won't pour the rest of it.
Right. So Shelly comes back with the car all, you know, beat up, broken windshield or whatever. Rick is like, man, I can't do this. Your friends are crazy. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
That's it. I've had it.
Going.
Away from here?
Stay with me.
Why should I?
Because I want you to.
Don't play fair, do you? Get in.
So Chris is like, well, don't leave me. And so they go off and they have a little private time to themselves. But Rick never knew why Chris left to begin with. He thought it was because of him, and he wanted, you know, answers because he was really into her. This was his chick, right? So she was like, I never told anyone this, but I got attacked by somebody in the woods, and they never caught the guy. So that's why we had to leave.
And standing there was this hideous-looking man. He was so grotesque, he was almost inhuman. He had a knife. And he attacked me with it.
And he's like, well, why didn't you tell me this? He's like, well, I didn't want to burden you. Plus, it was like we needed to go then because we didn't know where this guy was, if he's still after us. So they just left everything behind. Meanwhile, at the thing, Shelly's still playing jokes with the girl that he went to the store with.
Right.
She's at the dock, just chilling at the dock of the lake or whatever, right? So Shelly comes out.
Oh, geez. Where you going? Oh, no.
That'll teach you a valuable lesson. A beautiful girl like you should never go out in the dark alone.
Damn it, Shelly! Why do you do these stupid things?
Fucking scared me. I wasn't expecting that.
This is the Jason mask that we all know and love. Make sure I get that in frame.
Oh,
this is
my
the
heart.
introduction to the hockey mask, Jason.
Really?
It took three episodes before we got to hockey mask, Jason. So he comes out of the water with his hockey mask and grabbing her foot with the spear gun in his hand. He's scaring the shit out of her. And she's like, Shelly, why are you doing these stupid shit to people? And he's like, because I want you to like me. She's like, I do like you. You don't have to be an asshole and this and that. And he was like, oh, okay. So he goes off. He's, but he goes into the barn because he sees somebody at the door of the barn.
Right.
So next thing you know, there's somebody with that same hockey mask walking out onto the pier. Come to find out, Shelly dropped his wallet. And she was looking, she's being nosy, looking through his wallet, see if he got a condom or something, in there.
Right.
So she drops it in late. She goes in and gets it. And she sees somebody walking with the same spear gun as Shelly. So she's thinking it's Shelly. And she's like, oh, I dropped your wallet. And hold on. You don't look like Shelly. And then he starts pointing the spear gun at her. She's like, hey, you need to stop that. That's not funny. All you see is the spear going directly into...
Oh!
Who are you? What are you doing? Hey, now cut that out right now. That's not funny.
Oh!
They showed
Impact.
it. Yeah.
Oh,
And you just saw her falling into the water.
oh
She's done,
my
bro.
God.
So,
Ugh.
so Shelly goes into the house with everyone else at. One of the girls is cooking popcorn or whatever. They see Shelly with his throat cut. And he's like asking for help, like, hey, help me. And she like, oh, whatever, Shelly. I know you're pranking me again. Get the
Well, at least you got the outside lights working. Nice makeup job.
hell out of here. And he's like, no, help me. And he just dies at the doorway because she didn't believe that he was really hurt, basically.
See with his playing ass.
Right. So she
Ugh.
goes over like, Shelly, this is the stoner lady. Remember there's a stoner couple in the group?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, Shelly, get up. And then he just slumps over. He's like, oh my God, Shelly's dead. And so her stoner boyfriend was like, oh, shoot. So then the power goes out. He goes down in the basement to see why the power went out. Jason's down there waiting for him, shoves him back into the power thing. He gets electrocuted.
Better.
The people
Okay, that's creative.
right. So the couple upstairs, they're about to get it on, and oh God, what just happened to the power? So her guy goes downstairs. He likes to walk on his hands. So he's like, oh, okay, well, they're probably playing around with the power. I'm gonna walk on my hands and see what's going on. Jason meets him in the hallway, and he's on his hands, and he kind of looks up from being on his hand, doing a handstand, and they really don't show it until later on, but all you see would just and just him falling backwards.
Andy!
Yeah?
Are you still out there? I can't hear you.
They don't show how he died, but his girlfriend's in bed. She was in the shower at first when he went to go check things out. So she gets back in the bed. She's reading a magazine, and like before, remember when the blood was dripping on Kevin Bacon earlier?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing for her. She's looking at a magazine. She sees blood dripping. Like, what the hell is this? She looks up. It's her boyfriend cut in half.
What? In half?
Cut in half, like from the midsection, cut in half.
What the hell?
Come to find out, they couldn't show that part because they would have got an X rating if they would have actually showed Jason cutting dude in half. So they had to edit it to where it didn't look like nothing happened to him at first, but you see later his legs are where his head is.
Where's this coming from?
It's like crazy.
Are you kidding me? So let me ask you this. Do you think present day that they would have shown it?
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
I've seen much worse on network TV. So
are you serious?
trust me, the morality between now and 1980 are miles apart.
I can't even handle the 1980 version.
So when she sees blood dripping on her magazine, a knife is piercing out of her chest. Like you just see the tip of the knife coming out of her beneath the bed, unfortunately. Pregnant mother to be.
Oh, not the pregnant woman and the
Yeah.
so they don't give a damn what they do not. Wow.
Not a damn. So now the lady that found Shelly, she's running around the house like, help, Shelly's dead, everyone's, and then she goes up. She's like, oh my God, everyone's dead. Jason's downstairs already. he grabs a poker from the fire, and let's just say she runs into it. So that's the end of her. So now we just got Chris and Rick. So they get back, they see popcorn burning. They're like, what the hell is going on here? Where is everybody at? They would just run off. You know, of course, Jason cleans up all the bodies and puts them everywhere where people can't easily find them. So they go in. Rick was like, well, I'm going to check outside to see if I see anybody. Mind you, it's windy as hell outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Chris is like, what is going on around here? She's flying bloody shirts in the tub that's overflowing. It's crazy. And then she goes outside and she's yelling for Rick. Rick, where are you? Jason got him like his mouth covered and got his arm behind his back so he doesn't scream, help me, you know, whatever.
Oh.
So then when Chris closes the door, Jason grabs him by the head like this and just...
I can't hear it. I literally close my ears.
So that's the end of Mr. Rick right there.
I really didn't hear anything you said. I think I know what you said. I don't want to know.
Actually, I didn't even say anything. So Chris is like frustrated, like, where is everybody? Next thing you know, Jason throws Rick's body through the window, and then he starts coming through the window. Now, mind you, Rick wasn't a small dude, so Jason's pretty strong, like what we used to call cock strong. This dude is strong. Rick was at least about 6 foot something, you know, all muscle. So the fact that he's able to throw this dude through a window easily, yeah, Jason ain't that dude.
Demons in him. That's what's giving him his strength.
Right. So they do the, you know, running around the whole place. You know, Chris is trying to hide. He's finding her. She gets away, blah, blah. So they go into the barn. And this is where Chris, you know, tries to hide from him. So they go to the top of the barn. She knocks him out. She's able to tie a rope around his neck and push Jason out the top of the barn where he basically gets hung for the most part. You even hear the little, oh. So she's thinking, okay, I killed him. I'm going to go get help now. No, she ain't getting help. Jason perks up, you know, grabs a noose, and while he's taking the noose from around his neck, the mask, this good old hockey mask, flies up, and it's the deformed face of Jason. And she's like, you're the guy that attacked me so many years ago. And he just puts his mask down and starts going after her, and he picks up a hatchet, like a fire hatchet, and she's just like, no, don't kill me, no. But guess who pops up?
Who?
The black guy, the black biker.
What?
Yeah, he lived. He was just knocked out. So he comes out and he tries to hit Jason. Jason ducks, and instead of he chops off his hand, and then Jason just starts, you know, knocks him to the ground, and then he's starting to stab him. So that gave Chris the time that she needed to pick up that same hatchet Soon as Jason gets finished with the biker guy, poof. Right on the top of the head. And mind you, this is 3D now. See a hatchet in Jason's head like this.
Did they show it?
Yeah, they showed like, the hatchet. And
They showed the impact?
Showed the impact right there. Jason still got this hatchet. She let it go.
Oh,
and he's reaching out like, I'm still going to kill you, chick. Don't you run from me. And she's like, no, you can't live. And then you saw the blood starting to trickle from onto his face through the mask, and then he just slumps over, just passes out. And she kicks him a couple times, and he ain't moving. So she's thinking he's dead. Like,
oh.
So she does the same thing Alice did in the first one. She goes out, she gets in a canoe and just kind of chills out on the lake.
She got in a canoe.
Yes.
Oh, no.
They're going for help. She gets in a canoe.
Oh, no.
But this time when the police come, guess who jumps out of the water this time?
Jason.
A fully resurrected Jason's mother, Mrs. Voorhees.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it didn't make sense. And even the producers, if you ask them today, they said that didn't make sense. We just needed a scare. They were going to do it to where she wakes up in the canoe and Jason's still alive, but he doesn't have a mask on and he chops her head off when she's going into the house. But they were like, nah, we're going to let her live.
Oh.
So then after that, she gets dragged to the water by Mrs. Voorhees. They fast forward to the cops like taking her out, to the cop car to get her some help.
Right.
And you hear one of the officers saying, yeah, what is this about a woman in the lake? Kind of like the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it didn't go anywhere. So that's how that one ended. Where they showed Jason still in the barn, laid out with a big old hatchet in his head like this, just still with his mask on, mind you. So that's how part 3D ended.
I wonder, why is it 3D?
Because it was a 3D. It was like...
3D, that's right. Yeah. I'm thinking, yeah, go ahead.
So, yeah. And that's when the hockey mask was introduced. It took 3 episodes of Friday the 13th before we got to the iconic hockey mask that you see on my shirt.
Interesting.
And the reason why I bring up Shelley, because Shelley is now an entertainment lawyer in Hollywood. He's one of the biggest entertainment lawyers out there.
Really?
And when Friday the 13th was going through his lawsuit, we'll get to that.
Mm-hmm.
He actually would give updates about, the copyright laws. We can get into that now if you want. Well, no, we'll get into that later because you'll see the divide there.
Okay.
So, yeah, very respected copyright lawyer. And, I don't know if he's a copyright lawyer. I think he's just an entertainment lawyer. Well, he probably does do with copyrights because, whatever.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I kept his name kept naming him.
That's a good factoid.
Yeah.
I like factoids, so I'm that part, the geeky part in me that I didn't know I had. I always loved the factoids or the director's cuts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that.
So guess what Friday the 13th in 3D had the audacity to do?
Make some money.
Made some money. It made, according to Wikipedia, it made $36.69 million on a $2.5 million budget.
They know how to flip it.
Yeah, this definitely had a fan following.